second. Right. This call is getting recorded, so can other people get benefit out of it. The topic for today is reading skill, getting your pronunciations right. First and foremost, let me correct this word. Okay. For instance, let's start with you. What is this, Prince? What I just typed on the screen.
Pronunciation.
All right. Now, if I ask all of you, then pretty much 70% people will pronounce this correctly. Wrong. Sorry. It's not pronunciation. It's not pronunciation, because pronoun is the word from grammar. Pronunciation.
It's a pronunciation.
Yes. Pronunciation. In order to correct your pronunciation, you need to say pronunciation correctly first. That's number one. Number two, you will come across, when I'm going to start nominating you to start reading. Who wants to go first? Or shall I just nominate myself? Come on, call your name.
Let's start from AGD.
Okay, that's what the spirit is. That's a good spirit, my friend. Fantastic. Right. What I would like you to do, read methods, please. Just method.
Okay. Methods to identify risk factor for inspection or colonization with KPC producing K. Pneumonia, a case control study was performed. Case patient with KPC producing K. Pneumonia were compared with control subject with carbapenem susceptible K pneumonia.
Okay, thank you very much. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Now mute the microphone. Let me just ask somebody else. Okay, Elshan.
Yes.
I would like you to read from methods as well, please.
Okay. Methods to identify risk factors for infection or colonization with KPC producing K pneumonia. A case control study was performed. Case patients with KPS producing K pneumonia were compared with control subjects with
Elshan.
Yes.
Can you just said KPS producing K. Can you go back and rectify yourself? I don't need to correct it.
Sorry?
Go back to just one word before. You said KPS producing K. So can you just... Yeah.
KPC producing
KPC.
K.
Now, thank you very much. That's it. Enough. I am not going to interrupt anybody. I'm not going to stop or correct anybody, because my turn will be in the last to correct all of you guys and give you the tips and a couple of more things to remember. All right. So I'm going to just listen, all of you guys, one by one. Thank you very much, Ilshan. And next person is Mira.
Okay. Methods to identify risk factors.
Hold on. Hold your horses, love. I haven't told you what I want you to read. Can you start from results, please?
Results. Okay. Results. 56 case patients and 863 control subjects were identified in multivariable analysis independent risk factor for KPC producing K pneumonia where one severe illness adjunct odds ratio or AOR 4.31 95% confidence interval C1, 2.25 to 8.25 to pure fluoroquinolone.
That's fine. Thank you very much. Fantastic, Mira. Stay tuned. I'll get back to you in a minute. Okay, Nida.
Okay. Alright,
Hold on. I would like you to read from conclusion, please.
conclusion, okay. KPC producing key. Romania is an emerging pathogen associated with significant mortality. Our findings highlight the urgent need to develop strategies for prevention and infection control, limiting use of certain antimicrobials, especially fluoroquinolones and
Okay. That's it. Thank you very much, Nida. Fantastic.
You're welcome.
Great. And next move to +920 Ubed. My friend, why don't you just type in the Chinese there instead of +92 Ubed? What is this? K2 Ubed, K2 Ubed, this Ubed. What are you doing with your names?
+92 is the international dial code for Pakistan. That's why I put in front of my name.
And what about K2?
Hello?
What about K2? Was it your surname?
No. K2 is the second largest mountain in the world and the biggest mountain of the Pakistan. That's why.
But you had your name in your name before.
Yes.
Okay. Right. Next time, what is going to be?
I will think about it.
The minaret of Lahore, or some kind of a mosque, or some kind of another attraction, right? That's good, man.
Yes.
Fantastic. Conclusion.
Thank
Not
you.
conclusion. I would like you to read results, please.
Results. Wait a minute. Results. 56 case patients and 863 control subjects were identified. In multivariable analysis, independent risk factors for KPC producing case.
Obed, okay. What I would like you
Okay.
to do, go back a little bit, 3 words before, and start from in multi what?
Multivariable.
Okay, thank you very much. Right. Okay, Mohsin. What the hell are you doing, Ubed, in your house, Mike? There is some kind of a horror movie going on behind you. Mute your microphone, please. Thank you very much. Okay, Mohsin.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you? Good.
I'm fine, sir.
Results. Don't need to be panic. Relax. Okay? It's take it very light and easy. Okay?
Results.
Yes.
56K.
Yes. Danish,
Yes, sir.
you need to mute your microphone, please. Okay, I will take somebody else right now. There's some guys, you know the rule. Please, if I hear any more noise from anybody else, background noise, I will just drop their call, because I cannot carry on keep telling you same thing. Please keep your microphone on mute if you're not talking. Thank you very much. Danish, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, sir.
Okay, then please just focus here. All right.
Okay.
Okay, can you read results, please? Danish,
Yes, sir.
read the results, my friend.
Sorry, sir, I'm not getting you due to some problem in my internet connection.
Okay, no worries. Just keep the microphone mute, please. And then, just listen to us. Thank you. Basia.
Finally.
Yes, I'm here.
Hello, Basia. How are you?
Not bad, thank you.
Good.
Yourself?
How's the little ones doing?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
How are
Could you repeat?
the little ones doing?
Better, thanks.
Good, good. Right. Could you read from methods, please?
Yes, of course, I will try. Methods, right? Okay, methods. To identify risk factors for infection or colonization with key PC producing K, pneumonia, a case control study was performed. Case patients with key PC producing key pneumonia were compared with control subjects with carbazem. Oh my God, that's so difficult.
Yes, it is.
Suspectable key pneumonia.
Okay. Stop there. Thank you very much, Basia. Fantastic.
Thanks.
No, you're welcome. Mariam. Mariam, you there? Noor Jannah.
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, hello. I think you attended my pronunciation of reading call before, isn't it? Okay. So,
Okay.
right. Can you go through this conclusion, please?
Okay. Conclusions. KBC producing K pneumonia is an emerging pathogen associated with significant mortality. Our findings highlight the urgent need to develop strategies for prevention and infection control.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Limiting use.
Thank you very much. Thank you very
Okay.
much. Mariam, you're not there. Mintao.
Yes, you know.
Yes.
Yes, Mariam, you there?
Yes.
Okay, good. Fantastic. Mariam, please read the last 4 lines after limiting use on the conclusions.
Limiting use of certain antimicrobials, specifically fluoroquinolones and cephalosporins use may be effective strategies.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Right. Rose, the topic is reading skills and pronunciation. Due to Mr. Safi, he's having IELTS very soon. He did mention about his difficulty. I did talk on this topic on numerous occasions, and I've given lots of tips, and people have seen and gained huge, tremendous difference and improvement. So whatever is going to happen, and in the last one, I will explain to you a couple of tips and formulas and strategies which you can use in order to avoid the difficulty of reading difficult words and pronounce them best. Right? Anyway, what I would like you to do right now, Rose, you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, good. Could you read, please, the second paragraph from results?
The second, notes 556.
From independent risk factors.
Which paragraph?
Okay, just read results, please.
Sorry, okay. Let me. Extended platform. Sorry.
Can you see it now?
I don't know what it did.
Read what
Statistic case,
Yes.
patients, yes?
Yes,
You mean
yes.
there? 2,863 control circuits were identified in multivariable. Analyze the depends risk factors for KPC for the producing K. Is enough?
No, carry on.
Pneumonia where one served illness adjusted authority ratio, sorry, and what is the ratio?
Yes, just leave those numbers and percentage. Just read the words, please.
AOR 4.31, 95% confidence interval. Can see the word 2.25 to 8.25. Fair. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Just read point. No, that's okay. Just read point 3, please.
It's enough.
That's me to decide right now. Read point 3, please.
Sorry.
Then that point is next to number 2.
Next to number 2.
Yes.
Prayer.
Yes.
Prayer of flow. I don't know. So what is?
Don't worry. Just skip that and come to the next point, which is number 3.
Yes. Extended spectrum. Suppose for use AOR to.
Okay, that's enough now. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
You don't need to face. You don't need.
Jimmy, sorry for interrupting, but I hear some echo from you.
I know there
Now,
are.
when someone is
Yes, Rosa will mute the microphone and everything will be okay. All right. So mute your microphone, please. The option is right in front of the screen, next to the video option. You're allowed to speak when I come back to you and call upon your name. Otherwise, other people will start hearing lots of noise and echoing sound and distortion. Right? Thank you very much. Okay, what's your name? The next person is Prince Safi. Wow, loads of noise. Brother, can you please switch off that fan at your side? Okay, Safi.
Yeah, it's on.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Could you read from point number 1, the 4th or 2nd or 3rd line from results, please?
From results, point number 1.
Yes, please. Don't worry about the numbers and percentage. Just read the words, please.
Severe illness adjusted odds ratio. Confidence interval prior fluoroquinolone use.
Point number 3.
And prior extended spectrum cephalosporin use. Compare with some samples from other anatomic locations. K. Pneumonia isolated from blood samples are less likely.
Sorry. Go back again. K. Dot.
K.
Yes.
K. Dot. Pneumonia isolates from
There you go.
blood sample.
Now, before you said isolated. Now you said isolates, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Now, thank you. Thank you. That's enough for me to establish this fact. Your position of your skills or reading skills. Is everybody had a chance to read, or anybody left? Right. Okay. Those guys who've got microphone problems or something, whatnot, I won't give them chance. So now, guys, let me read first myself. Then I will highlight few problems what I have encountered and noticed and observed, monitored. So I will later on tailor myself to identify those issues. But before I go back to that, what I read in front of you, I would like you to focus. If you've got pen and paper, please write it down, just like I am writing down in a piece of pen and paper, one by one, that who's reading, what mistakes they're doing. I was just writing down them, okay? Same way, you can take the piece and paper and just write down a couple of tips, so I'm going to give it to you now. Number one, when EFL guys, English for Foreign Languages people, Atran, thank you very much for joining the call, but please mute your microphone and carry on listening. Okay? Thank you. Atran. Right, I'm going to drop his call. Right, so the important parts are, important rules are, when you read or when you speak. Atram. Atram. Come on, guys. Why do you call when you cannot even talk? Atram. Jesus. Danish, I would like you to tell your cousin Atram, please. If he wants to come and join the call, he needs to stay and mute microphone. At least acknowledge me when I ask. Yes, please tell him that either keep the microphone mute or at least respond to me when I call his name. Okay? Not only disturbing me, it disturbs all the 10 or 15 people who are in this call right now. Okay. Number one and foremost rule, when you read, again, EFL guys, English for Foreign Languages, English is second languages, whenever they speak, read, write, or listen, they try to keep their native language first in the mind. So when you speak, what you do, you try to translate method in your mind before you either give an answer or before you even understand. That's mostly a beginner's level. If your level is intermediate, most of the guys, what they do, they just try to jump up to the answer without evaluating or understand the question. Why? Because they think the level is above or higher or C2 or C3, so can they understand better than anybody else, right? That's number two. Number three, so number one is always ignore or always isolate yourself that you have to translate, or your native language is not English, and forget that your own letters and words. Okay, I will give you a couple of examples what happened. Now, in English, right, there are altogether 44 different sounds, not only 26 letters, 44 different sounds, including A to Z, then after that CH, SH, TH, T. Now, majority of people, especially from Middle East, Asia side, they do mistake on certain letters, because in English there is no ha, there is no ha, there is no za, there is no ra, right, and there is no ta. So what happens if I tell any Arabic person right now, for example, let me pick somebody who's new today. Well, I've given these examples so many times. Okay, Mariam. Hello, Mariam. You there?
Yes.
Could you read this, what I just typed on the screen, please? Hello, are we waiting for Christmas?
No,
It's a simple question. Can you please read this one word?
totally.
Right, thank you very much. Okay, now same question I will ask from Ubad. Hello? Quickly, please unmute your microphone and come back to me.
Hello, hello.
Yes, Ubad, can you read this, please?
Totally.
Right, good, thank you very much. Now, Basia, could you read this one, please?
Totally.
Thank you very much. Right. Well, who's the different region person here? Tony.
Totally.
Thank you very much. Right. That's one of the example. Mute your microphone, please. Great. Thank you very much, Tony. Now, the difference what you have noticed right now is if I ask the person from any Middle East or anywhere, whose native language is Arabic, they say ta. So they will say totally. Okay? Whereas the people from Pakistan, people from, non-Arabic countries, they will say, even the Basia, they will say totally, totally, right? T, not ta. So why there is a reason? There is a reason because of a use of your tongue, because of the pronunciation problem. The same way you guys will say dedication, because in Arabic or Urdu is dal, da, like I don't know the Arabic examples too quickly in my head, but Darlene, da, or something like this. It starts with da, okay, in your country, and or in your language. Whereas in English, it's dedication, right? What's happening right now? Same thing happened in, if I ask you guys, let's take example right now. Mira, are you there?
Yeah.
Can you read this one, please?
Specifically.
Right, thank you very much.
Specifically.
Okay, can you read this one, please?
Photography.
Okay, thank you very much.
Photography.
Okay, thank you very much. And now, Nida,
Yes,
could you read those one, please, for me?
current.
Right, thank you very much. Now, if I ask Basia, you please.
Currents.
Right, thank you very much. Now, what's happening right now? People from Middle East, they will say, or people from even Asia side, no matter they are from Pakistan, India, Sri Lanka, they will say current. They will say specifically. They will say currency, like a brother, like a, somebody who R is always slipping the tongues. They're rolling their tongue when they're saying R. Okay, these are very, very common mistakes. And that's why this happened because of your native language, because of your mother tongue. You associate your own mother native language along with your own language, along with English. Because in English you forget there is no such sound exist. Now another example, very common, especially, let me say, Mira, you. Can you?
Chemist.
Okay. Right. Mariam, the problem is in your internet. You need to resolve it. It's not from my end. Okay. There you go. All right. So chemist. If I say people from Egypt, or Oman or countries like this, Iran, they will say chemist, right? The reason for they saying this chemist because of the CH sound. And also in Arabic or in the Urdu language or in these kind of things, they have a jim, che, cha, right? They associate the same format of pronunciations in English. For example, if I speak to a French guy and I'll say, write this current or currency, he will say currency, currency. He won't say currency, current, right? They'll, including some of the, Russian people, okay, and some of the European as well. They will do mistakes like this. People from Spanish, they do mistake on sh sound as well. People from Sweden, they make lots of whistling sound. right? And let's go there. We'll go and buy some ice cream. They will, right? So every country have got problem. I mean, we British have got problems. Them lot have got problem. American accent have got pronunciations problem. Thank you. Well, now or they will say proper. We don't say like this. The British accent is completely different. Right now, I'm not using my solid British accent because if I use it, trust me, half of you won't even understand what I'm saying. Right? So it's getting recorded, Mariam. So you can listen on your own time later stage. Right? So let's come back to the problem. That's number one thing what you have to keep in mind. Forget the sounds from your native language. Keep in mind 26 or 44 different phonetic sounds. Right? You have to go back to the ABCD and start monitoring yourself, recording your own voice and say where you are making mistakes. Start from literally ABCD. Now I have monitored most of it, 70% people, they didn't say including Bastiat, KPC, they say key PC. Right? Now the reason is because of the natives. Right? The reason is because you are mixing your sound with your native language, with your native alphabetical phonetic sounds. Right? That's wrong. Now that's number two, that do not indulge or involve yourself by mixing your native sound into English. Number three is we as a human have tendency to rush, to go fast, not only on the words, on everything, especially when we are doing reading. So what we do, now if you notice, instead of saying producing, they will say producting. Now somebody, I just told him to read it again, I stopped them to read it again. So it was not produced, it was producing. It wasn't, multi, a lot of people say multi, something else, but it's not multi-variable. It's multi, hang on, let me go back to there. It's multi-variable. Okay, so what happened psychologically? You try to read them quick and you do mistakes. Exactly like in your questions, exactly like in your answer. Even if I give exercise, people who give me quickest answers, they have a tendency to do more mistakes. Why? Because they didn't show, or they didn't pay attention, or they didn't give a time, ample or enough time to read the words adequately and properly. That's why people who speak slow, they have a tendency to do less mistakes. People who speak fast, people have no patience, they do more mistakes. Right? So, let me come back to this. Remember my method. I'm giving you the tip to read complex words which you have never seen in your life, and you can read them easily. How? First, when you rush, you do mistakes. Don't rush. And what's the tip? How can you avoid? How can you take a step back approach? Or how can you stop yourself psychologically by reading the complex words and pronounce them wrong? How can you stop yourself? The answer is in my thumb rule. What I'm doing right now, I am, for example, I'll pick this word. Let me just quickly copy this because I am typing and it gone up. Okay, let's just start, for example, from methods. I want everybody to monitor my lips right now. I don't know, I can open, no, the option is disabled. When you read, or when I'm going to read, I'm going to pronounce each letter one by one. And I'm going to make the natural sound of English alphabets when I'm going to read. Right? Methods. To identify. Now, I am starting with identify, not identify. 70 to 80% people will say identify. It's I in the beginning. Identify risk factors for infection or colonization. Now let me give you that technique. Thumb rule. Before you say this word which is difficult for you to pronounce, which is difficult for you to spell out, or difficult for you to read out, put your thumb on it. Literally cover that word with your thumb. So can it hides from your eyes, so can it hides in front of you, you're not able to see those words, and your mind doesn't work automatically to pronounce them quickly, right? So you just you're hiding that word from your thumb. So cover that word. So I have got my thumb on this word colonization, and I'm going to tell you how can you read complex words easily. Now I am going to reveal each alphabet, each letter one by one until I make the group of 2 to 3 words one by one, right? Until it's familiar to me. So all the words are, these are the combination of groups, and each group can be used in any other words which you have used in the past. So for example, this colonization may not be the case that I have ever heard or read this word before. That's the first time I'm reading. But because I've got my thumb, and I will reveal one by one. C-O-L. Call. Yes, I have read this word call in collection, in collaboration, or in collection or collation, or in so many other words. So I have seen this C-O-L. I can say that call. O-N-I. On-I. Z-A-T-I-O-N. Zation. Yes, recognition, methodization, so many zation I have run in my word. So I split those things into 2 to 3 words. Depend how big the letter is. So call. Now my thumb is there. I'm not seeing a full word. I'm revealing one by one and making the group. So call, organization. How easy is that? Let's carry on. With KPC producing, K, pneumonia. Now let's break it down. PN is like a sound because it's the consonant is next, right? N. Then there is a vowel E. Now the rule in English is if the vowel comes after the consonant, you have a silent sound. However, in these words, like PN, right? The P is silent. That's natural. That's, once you start knowing those words. For example, in Spanish, there is a word Diago, but they say DJ, Diago, right? You don't say Diago, you say Diago, right? There's so many other words which have got in the beginning silent sounds because they both are consonants before the vowels. So anyway, PN. So P is silent. Let's put the thumb there. P-N-E-U. Wow, that sounds like new. N-E-U, new. M-O-N. Yes, M-O-N. I read in monitoring or so many other words, so I can make this M-O-N sound. Mon. I-A-E. Now again, A and E both are vowels. I-A-E all 3 are vowels. So in the end, you're not gonna say A. So A is silent. Pneumonia. Sorry, E is silent in this pneumonia. So let me break it down again. N-E-U, M-O-N-I-A. Pneumonia. How easy for me to read. Let me just carry on. A case control study was performed. What majority of people do when they see any past tense in any verb or noun, what they do, they say id sound. Colored, controlled, id. Where does that id come from, mate? Id. Oh yeah, because it's past tense. It's not id in the end. Just ignore the E. So for example, if you have got this, performed, don't say performed. Just say performed. E is silent. Performed. That's the technique. Case patients with KPC producing K pneumonia were. Were. It's not WHERE where. It's were. The way you're going to sound it is WUR. Were. Okay? WERE will sound as WUR. Were. Do not mix this up with WHERE. Compared with control subjects with carb. Now, oh wow, fantastic. Let's put the thumb there. I have got difficult word. Let's say CAR, car. Yes, I have got a car. I can say this car. BAP, BAP. ENEM. Now again, E is silent here. Carbapenem. Carbapenem. How easy is that? Let's move on. SUS, sus. Yes, I know, you know this word. I've used it before. CEP. Yes, SC is exactly going to sound like a science, not like susceptible. Do not read that, please. If it is spelled SUSC, that S is silent, then you are going to say only C. Okay? So suscept, TIBLE. Yeah, I've used this word in so many other, like for example, this one, or in BLE, bill, or bubble, or circle, or BLE. I've used it a lot, so I can make this group. How I'm going to say it? Susceptible. Susceptible. How easy is that? Let's move on. Cohort study evaluated the association between KPC producing K pneumonia and in-hospital mortality. T. Watch my T. I will give you technique about T, and I will give you technique about R in the end. This will resolve your 60 to 70% pronunciation problem. Results. 56 case patients and 863 control subjects were identified in the British accent is multivariable, but in normal plain, multivariable analysis, independent risk factors for KPC producing K pneumonia were severe, not severe or sour or God knows what, severe, like serious, severe illness. Okay, so sev, then air, right? Severe illness, adjusted odds ratio, confident interval, prior. Now there you go. This is where my thumb rule applies, guys. I have got a big word now on point number 2. Let's break it down. I've got my thumb on it. I cannot see the whole word. I'm going to reveal each alphabet. I'm going to make a sound. So FLU, yeah, flu. We get it all the time. It's a disease. It's a viral infection. We know about that. FLU, flu. ORO, oro. QUIN, queen. Not queen. Queen. Now the difference is, when you have double letters in any word, in anywhere, you are going to stress it. For example, in Arabic, if you have got word billah, Allah, or kaif halak. Now you can see the patient zabar on the top, or it's called, I don't know how can I explain, but there is a separate grammatical thing on top. It's called pesh. That means you have to stress on that word. Exactly like this in English. If you have got two letters together, then you have to stress. For example, queen. For example, stress. For example, association, necessary. Right? So there is two S in necessary. Then you are doing stress. A lot of people stress on necessary. So for example, here it's associated. Associated. School. There double O there. Here it's no double E there. So how are you going to say it? Queen. not queen. So let me read it again. F-L-U, flu, O, queen. O-L-O-N-E. So I broke this sentence or this word into 4 parts. I am not rushing it. In my mind, I am practicing myself and I'm not saying it loud. Before I say this loud or pronounce wrong, what I am doing is flow, oro, queen, olon. How simple is that once you do this? It's exactly like in your language. When you start as a baby, you've been told to break it down before you read it. In Arabic as well, it's called tajdeed, it's called tahajjudi, it's called break it down. So in English as well, same thing. You need to break this down and make a sound of each alphabet clearly, but you should know the basic rules, how to say it. Let's move on. Fluoroquinolone. Okay, not fluoroquinolone. How easy is for me? So once I can see it, I can practice myself. Fluoroquinolone. Not alone. A-L-O-N-E. It's not A-L-O-N-E, alone, like you are alone. It's olon. Fluoroquinolone. Easy. Once you break it down, you will find out. You need to do this practice. Pick up the book or dictionary, pick up the hard words today, and then apply all these rules, which I'm telling you. Let's move on to point number 3. 90% people will do mistakes by pronouncing P-R-I-O-R. It's prior. It's prior. What is it? Prior. Prior, extended, spectrum. Okay? Cephal. Now PH is going to sound as like F. For example, physics, phenomena, right? It's understood that how you're going to sound it. That's one of the sound which I said 44 sounds. So when 2 letters join together, PH, CH, TH, they produce their each sound. So PH sound as F, cephalosporin. How hard is that? Once you got a thumb there, SEF, instead of say SEPH, I'm going to say SEF, Ceph, L-O, aspirin, cephalosporin. Now how easy it becomes once you're doing this. Otherwise, in normal circumstances, if I ask you to read this complex word, you will say cephalos. Oh, I don't know how to read this. Cephalos. No, I can't read it. You will never be able to read it because you're not breaking it down. You're not putting your thumb. You're rushing it. Psychologically, you're trying to read this word as your eyes are looking into. Anyway, let's move on. Compared with samples from each anatomic locations, K pneumonia isolates from blood samples were less likely to harbor KPC. KPC producing K pneumonia was independently associated with in-hospital mortality. Let's read the conclusion. KPC producing K pneumonia is an emerging pathogen. Now TH, like a day. Your tongue should be between your teeth. Now the video is not on, otherwise I will tell you the sound from your jaw movements. That's another different topic. You can do your jaw movements in order to pronounce certain words. I will tell you in the end of this call. So, pathogen associated with significant mortality. Our findings highlight the urgent need to develop strategies for prevention. Now, strategies do not prolong any word. There is no double T, double R. What a lot of people say is strategies. Why are you stressing on T or E or G or A or double R? Is strategies. No, strategies. Simple, straightforward, short and quickly. For prevention and infection control, limiting use of certain antimicrobials. So I put my thumb there, antimicrobials. I read antibacteria so many times in other words. Micro, yes, microbiology, microfiber, micro-optics. I read so many times this micro word, so I can make this group. Microbials. Biles, like a bias. Do not prolong because there is no double L there. Now let's move to the next one. People will say specially, people will say specifically. It's not Kali, Okay, specifically. What you're going to do, A is silent. A word is silent when you say specifically. How are you going to say it? Specifically. So specifically. You're not going to just stress on A. You're going to stress on L because there's double L there. Specifically. Not specifically. Now, majority of you will say kali, specifically, professionally, this and dali, lali. Every time the ali is never stopped by saying kali. Right? Specifically. Right? A is silent. Then you will produce your sound better. Fluoroquinolones and cephalosporins. Use may be effective strategies. The way I just read it, if you read it like this, you will get 100 out, at least 90% out of 100. Well, I used to be the top in reading as well because I, worked too much. Not only because of. Let me tell you this: if you're a native, that doesn't make you automatically reader or nice talker or somebody. We are worse in making slang languages. We don't use T. We have got a silent T. So many other wrong things what British people do. So even we have, if you know the little bit more in-depth knowledge about accents and dialects, in UK alone there are so many dialects. Every region has got dialects. In anywhere in the country, after 97 miles, the accent and dialects change. In UK, in London, it's called Cockney accent. If you go up north, it's called a Scousey accent. Scottish people, they say, nai, bada, what are you doing? Let's go back, let's fucking hell, I'm bloody hell, mate. What are you talking about? I don't know where you've been. That's the Scottish accent. And the London accent, let's go a party, mate. Where we gonna open the bottle, have a party, yeah? What are you talking about? That's what the London accent is, all right? I know lots of accent, but with you, when I'm talking to my own friends here or families and stuff, I'd speak different, but because I know this native language. However, in order to read properly, it's called posh language. If you see Queen speech or any royal family, they don't speak the way the British people speak. They have got royalty accent, right? Because they sound each alphabet clearly as possible. That's the British, that's the pure, accent to be adopted. It's called posh accent. They sound each alphabet clearly as possible, right? So I try to adopt that, and I try to amend in my life as well, and try to copy it, but it's not very easy. Okay. However, the way I just told you guys, it's so easy to work on once you will start doing practice. Okay. Right. That's about it from me. What I'll do last is I'll give you the tip to make a couple of sounds from your jaws. It's called jaw exercises. When you say T, you need to stop keeping your tongue between your teeth. Close your jaws, touch your tongue to the upper jaw, upper part of the jaw. When you say R, Mariam or current or brother, when you're twisting your word R, the reason you're twisting because you're letting your tongue touch the upper part of your jaw. Don't let your tongue touch the upper jaw. So hear me out. This is me in the Arabic accent. Hello, Akhi brother, where you are from, United Arab Emirates. I'm a Saudi brother. Let's go, and we will sit down and we will talk and this and that. Anyway, I'm not good at it, but they will say too much. They will say ta too much. Okay, so T. If I am stop touching my tongue to the upper part, I will automatically stop saying current, brother, currency, because I'm not letting my tongue touch to the upper part, right? Even it applies to the European people everywhere. T, you need to make a whistle sound. T, D. Close your jaws, twist your tongue. That's how you make it T and D. Now P sound. You need to put a piece of paper, behind your lips and say the bottom part of your lip. And when you say P, you need to blow air. Certain words you have to block the air. Certain words you have to blow the air. So when you say P, you have to blow. Okay? The sound. So pull, people, practice, person, pupil, or bubble. When you say bubble, you are blocking the air. Alright? When you sing P, you're blowing air. So when you say bubble, don't prolong it. Don't blow air. A lot of people bubble. Oh, like you're spitting on the face. No, bubble. Block air. Do not blow air. When you say people, blow the air. This, it's very long for me. It's a different section. I've done it about 2-3 hours ago, but unfortunately it's not been recorded. So, right, that's it from me. What I'll do, or what I would like you to do as a homework, whatever I explained today, go read the book or dictionary. Pick up hardest word as possible, the longest word as possible. Put your thumb on it, right? And then read and see how you're sounding it. Now, you can record your voice by reading a book and do a self-analysis of your own pronunciations, and then evaluate where you're doing a lot of mistake. Then either you can come back to me, or then you will see whatever I said, it's one of those problems. Either you are doing T, P, W, or TH, or K, or CH, PH, you're just doing mistakes on these things. And then you will be able to remember my advice, and then you will be able to rectify yourself. And remember the jaw position when you say C, D, T, R, all that noises. I mean, I cannot open the cameras, otherwise Fatma knows I've done exercise in video, so can I show how I'm making these sounds. Time does permit me to give a couple of minutes to all of you to read a little bit from this paragraph. And okay, forget this little bit. Let me give you a couple of more examples I would like you to read. Okay, since you are in front of my screen, Amira, can you read this word, please?
Photography, comfortable.
Right, okay, thank you very much. Basia?
Photograph.
Next one.
Comfortable.
Well done. Now here you have noticed one thing. It's comfortable, not comfortable. A is silent here. TBL, the way you're going to sound it, comfortable. Comfortable, not comfortable. Photography, 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 not photography. This is advanced level of pronunciation, which I will go through with you in some other time. At the moment, I would like you to just get your basics right. Work on your skills when you read, then able to identify that where I am making the sound problem or phonetic or phonic sounds, as American says, or where you are not pronouncing your alphabets. In my group, in my Google Drive, I have got, I will share it later on pronunciation books section there. There are a couple of audios and video session there as well from BBC Learning. portfolio or BBC Learning, portal, where you can see a couple of videos to correct your pronunciation. Now it depends. Do not get confused with the British accent, with the English accent, with this and that. No, just at least try to able to pronounce a couple of words properly, whatever is your own native language words. People come to me, we are this, we are that, we are English is this, but when they come to pronounce a couple of easy words, they fail, they zero. Now, it doesn't look good. Now let me tell you how words make difference. Words make huge difference. Okay, and you can explain yourself so massively, hugely wrong if you don't use or pronounce words properly. I mean, in the call center, somebody picked up the phone and she said, "What is the problems?" Instead of she said, "What is the problem?" she said to the client on the call in the sales department, "What is your problem?" It doesn't, it's a bad. It's the same sound, woman. Okay, it's no difference. Anyway, let me come back to this example again. So in the call center, that girl picked up the phone from the client who had a problem, and instead of saying, "What is the problem, sir?" she said very quickly, "What is your problem, sir?" Now that guy gone so mad. "What do you mean? What is my problem?" "Oh, sorry, I was trying to tell you what is the problem." Now, if you rush, you do mistake. That's psychological, it's human, it's nature. But if you represent yourself in such a way, you don't know how rude you can sound. I have seen on the group, so many people, they don't use please, thank you. They feel ashamed to say, why should I say thank you or please? Now come to UK. If you won't even hold the door, if you won't say thank you or please, they will kick you out from the shop. They will say, go and learn the manners. That's I think that's the most beautiful thing in this British culture, that they're so good in the manners. We give respect. The entire traffic will stop even the one woman is crossing the road. There is no road rage in this country. I don't see a harsh braking. I drive more than you can think of. I drove all the way from London to Germany in Dortmund, 14 hours of drive. I drove entire Europe. I've been to a lot of places. Okay, I've been to the Middle East, I've been to Turkey, I've been to so many places. I've seen altogether 7 different countries in about a couple of years. I'm going a couple of weeks in Japan as well. So my point is, I've noticed a lot of things. I've observed myself. I observed the culture, I observed people, I observed a lot of things. That's why I can straightaway tell you where you will do mistakes without even going and elaborating by listening to yourself. That's why I ask you, which country are you from? What's your native language? So I can just straightaway establish this fact that what kind of accent you will have. And also when you speak to people who do same mistakes as you will never be able to identify that where you're doing mistakes. I have come across with people, native people, they come to me and they talk to me. I said, listen, have you even realized, how many mistakes you're doing? What do you mean, mate? I'm from here. I said, doesn't matter where you're from, mate. Even, well, I shouldn't say it, but, a few times when Fatma was attending the course, I've even corrected her. We're all learning. It's no shame game here. Okay? V is like a Victor, W is like a whiskey. Okay? So this is the difference. V sounds with your lips joining together and making the sound of a whistling sound. V. W is Victor. You're not making the sound of whistling. You are not blowing air. So block your air when you say W. And don't block your air when you say V. Victor. Whiskey. Right? Victoria. Wicked. victim. Okay, so make a sound, make your lips like a V shape, V. Right? It's don't like in English a lot of things. Don't start from the first alphabet. Go on to those joining words, collocations. Go on to those combination of words. Like you need to go to the internet. Time doesn't permit me to go through all the 44 different sounds. Then you will see those joining words sounds, right? Like th, theory, they, pathetic, pathogen, they, that, right? Not see. A lot of people just do very mistakes on those alphabets, which called joining words alphabet. So it's not an area which I can just give you in one day everything in your plate, but go step by step. You need to go back to basics. Correct your pronunciation. Put the thumb rule in your mind. Make a group when you have difficult words to pronounce. Take your time. Don't rush, right? Then see where you're making mistakes. Then correct those mistakes. But once you will be able to split those words into groups, trust me, 70% problem resolved. Second stage, do these exercises of jaws which I've told you. Don't let your tongue touch the upper part of your jaw. You won't make mistake on R again. Okay? That's the tip I've given people and they just corrected. Sorry. No, sorry. Okay? No Jannah. Alright? So there's lots of things, guys, lots of techniques. Just work on those ones which I've told you. Right? Time doesn't permit me to go on one by one again, but if you guys have got anything to contribute, say, please, this is your time now. You have got, each of you have got a couple of minutes, so feel free to say anything now. Mira.
Yes, I'm here.
Right. You have got anything to contribute, anything to say, any question where you see or feel any difficulty?
I just like shadowing technique. I follow this technique, and every time I'm listening and I'm trying to repeat after native speakers.
That's good technique. Even though your microphone was on mute, when I say it, you need to say it same time. Right? And also, guys, remember these 5 S's which I've told you. Simple, short, specific. Mohsin, are you online? What's happening with you? Slow. And if you will follow this, the 5th one you will get success. Now there is no rush. There is no competition here. There is no race for you to talk like, oh yes, I was doing this today when I was cooking and I came home and I was very rushed and I'd sleep. Hang on a minute. Nobody understands you a single word. If you skip word, if you say wrong, it doesn't make you a fluent native speaker. People come to me, oh, we know grammar, we know this, please help me to have a fluency. I want to speak fluently, I want to speak so fast English, so people get impressed with me. Oh my days, what should I say? It's recording, otherwise you guys know what I say normally. You know, bloody hell, mate. If you say fast, it won't make you the nicest or best person. It will make you a stupid person. Because you don't know half of the things you're saying. It doesn't make even a single sense. Right? You can only hear yourself. Or whatever you're saying, other person, whatever he's saying, you're talking on top of him. You're talking over him. So neither he's listening to you or you are listening. So you both of you just talking to yourself. Hear yourself out. We say in English, it's a phrase, hear yourself out. I mean, you need to identify, you need to know, you need to find out when you're talking, the other person is saying and you're talking same time. Don't talk over him, right? And also, you just going rushing too much by thinking, oh, you know what, I come here, everybody's idiot, everybody's beginner, let me come and make everybody look like an idiot by talking too fast. But they don't know. They're making the joke of themselves by talking too fast. Don't you think I can talk fast? Let me give you 100% guarantee. If you challenge me, and I will right now challenge you to come and talk to me, and just I will talk to you for 5 minutes. You won't know what I'm talking about when I'm going to talk in my own accent. Because I'm not here to show myself. I'm here for you to understand my language or myself. So talking fast will not make you look smart. You need to address yourself properly to the listener, to the audience, whether it's one-to-one or one-to-many. Now, I have got experience in talking one-to-many in my life, like an audience or speaking in front of quite a good presentation and stuff. So I know myself how to do a timing. Now, time doesn't permit me, otherwise I've done this lecture ages ago. It's called system, which is, hello, who's this? Mute your microphone, please. It's called stress-free speaking. Now, I've given this section for session or presentation for those who ask me, Jimmy, we have got interview, we've got presentation, we have got a lecture, we've got this and that, and we are teacher, please tell us. We forget sometimes when we come in front of audience of friends and people and stuff. Now, I've given this formula system. I will give only 5 minutes on this, and then I'll finish this call, or I will just tell Fatma to talk. Okay? System. Number 1, state of mind. Number 2, be yourself. Number 3, slow. Number 4, timing yourself. Number E, engage. Number M, manage the speech. Stress-free talking. If you want to talk without getting stressed, without having a gap in your talk, first of all, you need to be in the right state of mind. Don't keep your family, your kids and everybody, and you come here to talk, or you've got some tension and problem, you are here to talk. You won't be able to talk. You need to breathe properly. You need to just have a correct breathing procedure before you go to the room or somewhere and talk. Okay? You can fool some students in your class or somebody because they cannot tell you what is it. A lot of people watch movies. A lot of people watch or read books all the time. They give 100% of their life by reading and then listening TV. They think their English is very good. They come and type to me. They say Shakespeare words to me. So hard words when they're typing. But when I talk to them, there's zero. Why? Because they're talking with book, which doesn't interact. They're talking with TV, they're listening TV, which doesn't interact. It doesn't tell you where you're making mistakes. It doesn't give you interaction. Okay? But when you do speaking these kind of things, or engaging with somewhere, in one-to-one, one-to-many, you're engaging yourself somewhere where you get a feedback, where somebody tell you. Now, people don't have a confidence who just talk all the time, chatting in my group, but when they come, zero, they cannot talk. And all they say, we want to practice. When I give them chance, we don't know what to say. Or they're shaking themselves. Thank you very much. We can't say anymore. Why? Because they don't balance their English. They don't follow this stress-free talking. They don't have any kind of a structure in their talk. They don't have a right content. Now, somebody asked me a question. Tony, was it Tony, right? That when I go to my, seminars, when there is a chance for me to talk in front of so many people, sometimes I just forget everything. Or somebody give me any topic to talk in my class. It was, that Jimmy, when I go for my presentation after 2-3 minutes, everything disappeared. I don't know what to talk. Now the reason is, if you have a glass of jug in your hand, which can take up to 3 glasses of water maximum, and on the other hand you have a glass, and you have got 6 or 7 people in front of you, they say, can I have a glass of water please? You can only give them maximum 3 glasses of water from that jug. Your mind is equivalent to your that glass of jug. If you don't have enough knowledge, you cannot produce, you cannot bring out enough water from your mind. Because your jug is empty, your jug has got nothing there. It's empty, it becomes silent. It doesn't have enough knowledge. And even if it has got knowledge, your hands are shaking to produce. Your mouth is, you're not confident enough to talk. You get this, everything get disappeared in front of you. You get panic attack, oh my gosh, I forgot. Because you didn't have the right content in your jug, which is in your mind. How could you be able to, serve the lecture or words or a water from your mind? Because it's empty. It hasn't got enough content. People learn entire book for the 2 to 3 minutes of a speech. How the hell are you going to sum up these 3 minutes in entire lecture? They research whole night. Wow. But they don't make right content. They don't have a bullet points. What I do, I give you this system formula. I can talk on this system from anywhere between 4 minutes to 4 hours because I have got content to talk about. I can say about the state of mind for at least 30 minutes if I want, or even 30 seconds if I want. I can tell you to be yourself in few minutes as I want. So I can structure my timings accordingly because I have a right content and I have got enough water in my jug. Right? That's what the most common mistakes happen. So let me just go back to this state of mind. So a lot of people are not in this state of mind when you talk. No matter how highly you are, you're president, watch a movie, King's Speech, then you will get a couple of more techniques there. Anyway, why? Be yourself. Now a lot of people try to wear the body armor of somebody else. They try to become a Shakespeare. They try to talk themselves like they're some kind of a, Adil, mute your microphone, thank you. They try to become somebody else. Don't try to become somebody else. You will confuse the heck out of it. You will, the words will get disappeared in front of you. Slow. Timing yourself. Now, a lot of people, they talk, and somebody just give them a topic to talk about weather, but they are talking about the family. They're talking about their personal life. For example, sometimes I ask question, okay, what you been doing? Oh, I went to the school today, I gone to the market after that, then I went to the college, then my brother came. Hang on a minute, I'm still waiting for my answer. First of all, they didn't even understand the question because they were rushing themselves. And all they were just giving answer is just ridiculous, doesn't even make slightest sense. Why? Because they will know yourself. They will not in the right state of mind. Right? They're in a stress position. So number 3, let me come back to number 3, slow, which I've covered the topic. The slow you will be, the better you will be. Okay, timing yourself, like I just told you, you need to have a correct timings. It's called, metadata. It's called beat about the bush. Don't beat about the bush. Don't give the irrelevant information. Come to the point, straight to the point, bang on. If I ask you something else, don't give me some other answer. I'm expecting to be specific as possible. Timing yourself, I've told you, engage. Now a lot of people just talk and everybody's getting bored. Oh, I'm sleepy, man, what the hell is talking about? Now in my call, nobody in the history of since I'm talking and doing talks I've lost the audience or I've lost the interest. Either if I'm talking to one-to-one or I'm talking to anybody. In fact, people leave their daily routine. They tell their dad, oh, don't call me right now, I'm in the call with Jimmy. Or don't message me right now, or don't do anything. They leave everything because they engage with me. Because the way I structure my talk, it makes them engage. It's same happen with when you talk. You are in the position of stage or in the dice, and you are talking. Imagine yourself in the position of as a teacher or in the presentation. You are in the dice. You're talking. and then you don't have eye contact. And the topic whatever you've been given, you're talking about something else. So you lost your audience. Why? Because you didn't engage them properly. Because you didn't have the right content to talk about. Engaging, there are lots of techniques in engaging. Keep a humor, because, make the atmosphere as comfortable as possible. Make the atmosphere as disciplined as possible. Now, somebody added me in the call ages ago. All I'm seeing, everybody's talking to each other. There is no discipline. And I'm talking about such a professional people who charging $10 per hour to teach English. I don't want to say those people, but some of you know them. And they say, oh my gosh, let's join my call. It's so hyper active, involved, and this and that. I said, no problem. I'll be just. They said, Jimmy, please monitor and tell us what improvements we have to do. And all I'm saying, everybody talking to each other. There is no discipline, and there is no question. They're laughing. They're making ridiculous joke. There is no. They're swearing, and they're just laughing on. I don't know. I mean, I can't explain. Now, imagine you are in the class when all the students are talking in front of you when you are trying to tell them something. Imagine Basia has got 3 kids. When she's saying, come and sleep, they're all talking, no, I'm not going to sleep. They're jumping around. Either Basia will go mad, or either she will start screaming, come on, shut up. Why? Because you lost it. You lost the plot. Right? You don't know what's going on. There's no discipline there. There's no structure there. You haven't engineered yourself. You don't engineer your talk. You don't have enough ability to say what you want to say, or you are not engaging yourself enough to address your point. Last point. Last but not least, managing the speech, which means concluding. A lot of people, they say, or for example, somebody was asking me, I've got a topic to talk. I said, what's the topic? They said, climate control. I said, right, what have you got to say in climate control? Now, all he said was the problems. Now, if you're just saying problem, in the end, how are you going to managing or concluding or summed up your speech or your talk? Now, if you monitor every time, I sum up I conclude my talk by giving you the bullet points in the end. So what you have to remember is this. Even in my call, I start by introduction, then I say what I have to say. Then I give you chance for question and answer. Then I conclude myself. Fatma, 15 minutes because I didn't give you chance, so I'm sorry, I'm going to give you a few minutes. Right? So I give you chance. How? Because there is a structure there, there's a discipline there, and then I have to conclude and managing it accordingly. This way, everybody's happy. That's why I tell everybody to mute their microphone. Otherwise, all I'm hearing in the back sound, stupid sound, or some kind of a weird sound. Somebody's fan is working, somebody's dad is screaming on it. Hey, what the hell are you doing? Blum, blum, blum. All right, Fatma, no problem. Take care, thank you. All right? So that kind of structure is not here, my friend. You can find out a lot of places in groups and other calls or teachers who can suit according to you. But this is the place where you have a structure. This is the place where you have these kind of formulas, which I have developed myself. But after years and years of training, going to the workshop, listening to my mentors, right, and implementing in my life. So system, implement those. Thumb rule in your reading skill. So today, I think I've covered not only one topic, I've covered second topic as well. Stress-free talking, although it's an entirely different topic or a separate topic for me to dedicate my class. But guys, now this is your time. You have got a couple of minutes again. If you have any problem, anything to say, any question, any query, please ask. Hello, welcome, Rosa. What happened with you today? No need to be sad. I got your message. That's why I added you. That you miss your call. You didn't miss your call. You were still here and I'm recording it. Okay. Adil, how are you doing? MS. Is your name Adil, right? I forgot. Anyway, Rosa, are you there? Adil? Alright guys, are you there? I don't want to...
Yes, yes.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. Good.
Excellent. Alright, you can catch up with my rest of this session in the recording. So anyway, Basia, Mira, quickly go one by one, please. What have you got to say? Come on, it's your time now. Don't be shy away. All right, and because I don't want you to, tell me that you didn't get chance, because you get chance in the end for anything, whatever I've been talking about so far. So say it now, please, rather than me going back to you one by one. So Prince, Safi, let me come back to you quickly. So today,
Yeah, I'm here.
yes. So I chose this topic randomly, without having a plan. Usually I do my homework on the topics, but because I've done this in the past, and you said my IELTS is coming and this is my problem. So today, did this topic give you a little bit tips and improvement areas to work on? Was it beneficial for you?
Yeah, I have learned a lot today.
Okay. I would like you to go and do this, as I said. Please pick up the dictionary or read a book, highlight the complex words or difficult words which you find problem to read, put your thumb on it, and then sound one by one. And what I also suggest, record your voice when you read something. Write a letter, paragraph on a daily basis, and read it and record it. And then the way you can correct your pronunciation, there are lots of mobile apps. Download dictionary app or some kind of translation app, and then say how those apps are pronouncing those words. Okay, this way you can rectify yourself. Anyway, practice makes you perfect. So you need to go home and do homework on these tips which I've given you today. Okay?
Yeah, all right. Thank you.
Fantastic. And who else is here? Rose. So now is your chance to talk.
I mean, Rose.
No, you, Rose. She's Rosa.
Thank you so much. I learned many things today, and so useful to me. I never thought about this topic before, and all it was using dictionary, voice of dictionary, and copy what I heard in dictionary. Now, maybe it changed the way I learn English, the better way. I don't know what to say, but it was useful. Thank you so much.
Okay, great. You already said it. Who else has been listening? Rosa, MS Adil. Nida, you, yes.
Yes. Firstly, I want to thank you for all the things you talk to us, and I am trying to find a book for doing my homework given by you. And just what can I say? I'm thinking all of things.
I have come across even a lot of people when I ask them to read what you guys read it today, and they goes, wow, it's a shocking experience for us to find out that how much mistakes we are doing or how bad we are to pronounce words. Now my purpose for you today to read those complex words, not to undermine you or tell you that you are very bad at reading, but to show you yourself that what kind of area of improvements you need to work on, how much you need to improve on as well. Okay, so if you want in private, I can share that PDF file from where I copied this literature, right? And that will help you to do some homework. I've already sent you, Nida. It's on your. So I can share that file with you guys. You can download it. I don't know. I can do it here. Yes, there you go. I have
Thank
shared
you.
with you. All of you can download it, read these complex words from where I copied it, and then make yourself better. Very well done. Okay, Mohsin, you already been to. Okay, Elshan, you.
Yeah, thank you. In one word, I can say it was very useful for me.
Which one?
All of
them.
these.
Trust me, guys, it worked. Whatever I come back to you, I've done seminars, I've done a lot of things. Start from school to teachers. I have got separate group, especially for teachers and executive peoples, where I talk to them and I help them improve not only in English, in other areas of their life and other problems. Like Mariam, she been counseling with me since morning, and Rosa in private. So many people discuss their other problems with me, not only English. The reason is because I have used those things, whatever I've been talking about here, in my life, in real case scenarios. Okay, so from very young age, I've been doing a lot of things. Okay, and I've learned a lot, because I'm still learning, and I will carry on learning, till my whole life. So whatever I have learned, at least I am here to share with you guys. And what I want you to do is implement those things. Then I want you to pass on to other people and share it with other people. Look after it, make a good use of your life, make a good use of yourself if you want these things to work on. Because if you will make a good use of your small, tiniest single minute, that will save the years of your life, wastage of your life, right? It's in English, it's a 1 minute of planned task is equal to one whole day of wasting So if you plan just 1 minute, for example, every day when I sleep, that was my yesterday talk, by the way. I explained this over there as well, so I will quickly finish. That is, structure yourself, structure your day, structure your minute. Every single time before night, I've got my diary with me, what kind of things I have to do in the daytime or the next day, what kind of meetings I have to do. Then I have got discipline and I've structured. Then I come here on the desired times, even though I'm busy. I get hourly paid. My every hour is getting paid, and I get paid shitloads of money like you cannot imagine, right? But my point is, no matter how busy I am, no matter what I do, my day, my talk, and everything is structured. So this way, you can get the more productivity out of your time, out of your life. If you see the biography on successful people, they have got structured and organized life. If you see of unsuccessful people, all they do, they don't know, they just go home, sleep, and watch TV, sleep. Go to friends, go to for their sports, and they go no structure. If you say what you've been doing, they don't know. If you say what you're going to do, they're doing the same thing. Shopping, watching TV, playing video games, etc., etc. They have no structure. Life is useless. Every single hours of their life is useless. Now, why I'm doing this free? Because I had a free time to pass on myself to somebody else, right? No, time is not money. I don't agree with this. Time is essence. Time can give money. Time cannot. It's not always like money. That time is money. I'm not earning any money by being here 3 hours. What I'm earning is knowledge, right? And this is what precious is in your life. Okay. So anyway, guys, if anybody else have got anything else to add on, to say, suggest, or feedback or comment, anything, please, I'm still giving chance, because I want you to talk. This is your group. Don't expect me to carry on talk, but I know you just like me to talk and you like to listen, but still, please speak up if you have got anything else to say. Okay, come on. Anybody else? Adil, you there still or not?
Yes, I'm here, Jimmy, but sorry, the voice is breaking up and I'm having difficulty. today, maybe because of the internet connection.
Few words. You already been to my loads of classes. You heard about this stress-free talking before. You've been implementing. So a couple of things if you have to add on or say whatever feedback, anything. Please fire away.
Well, until now, I'm very much satisfied by everything that goes in the group calls and particularly weekly topics. They really help those who regularly participate, and after all, it is a good opportunity to improve English in a very short time. That's it.
Excellent. All right, guys. I have to leave as well, and everybody has to leave. So thank you very much. Please share this knowledge with others on the main group, so they get encouragement and they get motivated to come. A lot of people get scared to come in front due to the lack of confidence. I've given talk on it. It's already recorded. You can go back and hear this again on a conference. But anyway, thank you very much, and I'll see you when I can see you. Not probably tomorrow, if yes, subject to my availability, subject to my work. If time permits me, I will come and talk. If I won't, at least you have got a spelling topic to discuss on, and then probably we'll talk on the spelling tomorrow. But right now, please go back and implement all these techniques today, otherwise you will forget what I was talking about today. Thank you very much, all of you, and
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Jimmy, it was very good part. And I want to ask, what's going to do tomorrow night?
Sorry?
This night, what's our plan for tomorrow night?
Okay, in case if you are not aware, or that Monday to Friday between 1700 hours to 1900 hours UK time on weekdays, I make group calls. That's my standard time. And
How about the topic?
well, I choose on a group call. There are different topics.